Yeah, I went from 7,000 to 1.2 million in 4 years.
Years ago, you were at 7,000 subs, am I correct? And 1 million views, which is already
Yeah.
very good. In just a short span of time, went all the way to 1.2 million subscribers. Because right now you're doing about 2 to 3 videos a day, and you have a team to help you with that.
Yeah.
But then if you are to start all over again, what advice would you give yourself to grow fast on YouTube?
So one, I love that you said that 4 years is a short amount of time. Could it have been faster? Sure. For anybody else who's trying to get started and build their channel, it doesn't have to take you 4 years, but it's not going to happen in 2 months. I think people they get frustrated, they get impatient, and then they don't win. Where if you just stuck with it a little bit longer, you could have won. If I was going back and giving myself advice 4 years ago when I was getting my channel kind of launching, I would just say, you're close. You're at 6,000 now. So you're at that mark. You're like, for me, believe more, like believe harder. My message is important. I have value to bring. I need to stay super consistent. I think for anybody who's making videos, if you're looking at your kind of videos, if you're speaking, the biggest improvement for me is the emotional commitment to the words that you're saying. Because chances are you have great ideas, you have great strategies, your thing works. You know what you're saying, whether you're telling people about where they should be investing or what trading they should be doing, you're confident that the strategies work. It's sometimes hard when you're speaking to a camera to get the emotion to come out.
It is.
And that's the most important thing, because if you are not conveying with certainty that this is truth that you are speaking right now, the people watching, they won't take action on it. And so the biggest change in what I've done, even going back further on my channel, my message has always been the same. It's always been around belief. It's always been about modeling success. The stuff I talk about is not that different than when I first got started. The difference is I'm more emotionally committed to the words. What I'm saying, I feel is important. And so my agent used to always say, raise the stakes, make it more important. Like, this has to be important. Imagine somebody's about to jump off a bridge and kill themselves. And this is the last thing that they're going to hear, right? They're trying to make a trading decision and you're going to tell them the right thing. And if they don't hear the message, they're going to jump. For some people, this actually becomes a life and death situation.
You've grown so big on YouTube. Okay, you have 99% of people who just love what you do, support you. And then there's just this 1% of people who, no matter what you do, they're just going to put you down for no reason, give you negative comments. So how do you deal with hate comments on YouTube?
As you get bigger and as you get more hate, you get used to it. Like, that's part of the game. But at the beginning, as you're starting to get it, because usually at the beginning of a YouTube channel, you get friends and it's all positive. But as you start to get it, empathy really helped me. Like, imagine this person's life in that, the highlight of their day is to come on a YouTube channel and leave a hate comment. Like, that's the best part of their day. How sad a day must they be having that makes them feel good, right? So it's like, just compare your life to what they're doing, and then you start to feel sorry for them. Negative comments like that are much more a reflection of them than it is of you. This is how they treat everybody in their life. It's painful because you would never treat somebody that way. And so to see it, you're running it through your filter. But if you can put yourself in their shoes and realize this is probably just a really hateful person, then you start to feel sad for them. The other thing that I always try to do too with a hate comment is see, is there any valid point that they have to say? Like, they may be saying something in a really, really mean way, but can I learn from it? Did they say something that could help me grow? Because a lot of times you'll get great feedback from your audience that they'll tell you, hey, how about you try this, or this didn't work, or, the lighting was off, or whatever, some suggestions that they have. And some people will be really, really nice about it. Some people will say, hey, Karen, I love your videos. I'm a big fan. I had a little bit of feedback. I hope you don't mind. Maybe next time you can do this. And they're like so nice and caring. And some people say, Karen, that was the worst thing ever. I hated that thing. It doesn't mean that they don't have a point. There may be something, they may be a really hateful, angry person, but they also still may have a point that you can learn from. So you start with empathy, see if you can understand them. And then if you can only learn from the people who hold your hand and are really nice to you, then it's going to slow your growth. You talk about how do you get there faster? learn from your haters, right? And to say 4 years, you want to get there in 2 years, listen to all the negativity and see what can I learn from this to make my channel better.
A lot of people go to YouTube because they want to earn money, they want to retire a millionaire. What advice would you give to people?
I think if your only goal is just the result, you're going to lose. You have to find a way that you enjoy the process, because you'll make 10 videos and it'll be super painful. Feel like you're going to the dentist and getting your teeth yanked out. You'll hate it and you'll stop.
Yeah.
You'll quit because it's just too hard. So figuring out what the process is. If somebody wants to get rich, sure, it could be through trading stocks. But if somebody hates stocks and just looking at numbers gives them a headache and makes them want to vomit, like, don't do that. You can find another way to make money, right?
Yeah,
You've got to find a thing that fits for you. And so I think people are too often only concerned about the end result as opposed to actually enjoying the thing that they're doing.
Guys, do your love first. Don't think about money because all those things are secondary, okay?